the poor, the family tithe, the family tithe. In the previous session, I said we are going to discuss the family tithe in this class. So we are right now going to discuss the family tithe. The family tithe. Our references are Deuteronomy 12, 5 to 32. Deuteronomy 12, 5 to 32. Deuteronomy 14, 23 to 27. Deuteronomy 14, 23 to 27. Remember, this teaching that we are having, they don't have minor references. They have major references. That is more than one references used in these teachings. So it is not what you can argue or say it is not correct. But all the same, you still have the right to criticize the class or the teaching that you are receiving right now. The family tithe. The family tithe is a kind of tithe to be eaten or enjoyed by the giver of the tithe and his family. The giver of the tithe and his family are the ones to enjoy the family tithe. It is to be eaten at the place God has chosen. A place will need to be chosen before the family tithe will be used. A place will need to be chosen before a family tithe will be used. In this same seminar, we are going to see how all these tithes, respective tithes that we are discussing, can be removed from the resources that we have according to the ancient Jewish nation. Now, characteristics of the family tithe or the rituals that we have in the family tithe. Number one, it is to be eaten in the presence of the Lord. Remember the references mentioned: Deuteronomy 12, 5 to 32, Deuteronomy 14, 23 to 27. One of the rituals is that it is to be eaten in the presence of God. Number two characteristic, it is eaten in the place where God has chosen. A place will need to be chosen by the Lord himself. The priest will tell the people where God has chosen, and that is the place that will be used for the family tithe. Number three characteristic, it can be converted to money. You can convert the agricultural produce to money. If the place is too far that was chosen, you can convert it to money. Number four characteristics, the money can then be used by the one who gave the tithe or who asked that tithe to buy in anything he so desired. Whatever he desires to buy, when he gets to the place where God has chosen, whether wine, strong drink, hogs or oxen, sheep, whatever that he desires to buy, that money should be used to getting those things for him to use with his family. Then number five characteristics, the Levite at the gate should also be remembered when enjoying this kind of tithe. Now you can see the Levite is almost mentioned or is going to benefit in all the tithe. The one for the Levitical tithe is going to benefit, and the one for the family tithe is also going to enjoy the same family tithe. So the rituals mentioned here are: one, you are to eat the family tithe in the presence of God. Two, you are to eat it in the place where God has chosen. Three, you can convert the agricultural produce, if the place is too far, to money. Number four, you can use the money to buy anything your heart desires to buy. And number five, if you're eating or enjoying this tithe, you should also remember the Levite at the gate. The family tithe strengthens the family bond. The reason or the foundation for this family tithe is to strengthen the family bonds. Remember, or you can recall how your family used to look like when you all sit together, your siblings, your wife, your children, your siblings' children and their wives. When you all sit together to eat or to commune, you understand the joy and the kind of bond that seems to exist or operate at that particular time that such activity is being carried out. So the family tithe strengthens the family bond. There are many homes that would have been shattered as a result of the war or conflict between brethren, but the family tithe strengthens the family bond, and such war or conflict is prohibited. So love is established between the brethren as a result of carrying out this covenanted tithe that God has put forward for the people of Israel. So even if you're going to have issues with your brothers in that era, it takes time for you to think of killing your brother or stabbing your brother behind. Why? Because there are modalities put down or mechanisms put down by the Lord himself to strengthen the family bond. And one of those mechanisms is the family tithe. So the people of Israel religiously carry out this activity and try not to falter in these activities. So this is the family tithe. The references mentioned are Deuteronomy 12, 5 to 32 and Deuteronomy 14, 23 to 27. If you have questions to ask in this session that we have considered, you can as well forward your questions. Thank you.